McDonald, and I'm here to talk to you today about wearable technology with the STEAM focus and data-driven instructions. I chose wearable technology because I felt that it was something that my kids would enjoy, while yet and still recording data daily to find percent increase and decrease. I chose this TEK because this is one of our lowest performing readiness TEKs in which our kids seem to struggle. My reflection on the wearable technology lesson plan and the data-driven instructional framework. I actually thought that putting the lesson plan together for the wearable technology was easy. However, the most problematic part was getting the kids or the students to think on their own. Although I had everything laid out for them as far as what to do next, when to do it, how to do it, reading was not that simple for them. I was still being asked, what do we do next? How do we do it? What do I need to do? Can you just help me? And although I did have a few students working diligently to try to figure out what to do next or how to do it, I still had like 70% that was just stuck and had just given up. So I could tell they were not used to working independently or working by themselves at all. I would say that trying to incorporate a PBL with my 7th grade students would be a difficult task for me, because that's something that I thought about doing once START was over, having them to create their own cereal and think about how would they market it. What persuasive writing techniques would they use to market the cereal, as well as come up with the creative design, which will be incorporating art. And the math part will be calculating the cost that it takes to make the cereal, as well as where do you plan on marketing it, how much do you plan on selling, how much do you plan on grossing from the sales. So I don't know if I want to tackle that now that I've seen that my students struggle with working independently. So, but then again, it may be worth a try. And I realize my students are so dependent on the teacher till it's ridiculous, actually. I never thought that my students depended on me so much until I tried to incorporate the wearable technology lesson plan and actually see it through with my students doing the work in front of me. And I think PBL is a great way to go with students to get them to start using their critical thinking skills, because yes, truly, we want to create problem solvers and not just rule followers, because we give them a rule to follow, show them how to set up percent error, and ask them to solve it based on what how we taught them to set it up. But as far as letting them go on their own, I think it's a great idea, but I think it will be a difficult task if it is not implemented until middle school level, which is what I teach, 7th grade math. Now let's talk about the data-driven instruction. I thought that the instructions were pretty much easy, planned out, pretty much easy to follow. However, the data that I received back from the assignment that was given, and this was even a previously taught TEKS, so the students had prior knowledge about what they were doing. And it amazed me at how, when having them to work independently and on their own and use their critical thinking skills, my data actually went down instead of going up. I predicted that my data would go up because I thought it was a plan in which the students would be actively engaged and that they would enjoy doing because they're actually monitoring something that was a real world scenario. So I wasn't too happy with my data, but I was excited to know that my students need more work in the area of critical thinking and problem solving than I expected, because yes, they can read for themselves, but I don't know if it's a comprehension problem or if it is I depend on the teacher problem.